Welcome to episode 73 of the Family Geekery Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Danny.
And guess what episode we're doing tonight? Any guesses?
I don't know. I don't have any guesses. I don't think the robotic voice gives any hint at all.
Well, we're finally doing it. Our Transformers episode. And this is specifically Transformers issue 1 from Image Comics, part of the Energon Universe.
You may remember that we talked about Void Rivals a few episodes back.
Yeah. And eventually, I want to do a real Transformers episode, like Gen 1 cartoon type stuff, but I got to get the girls to listen or watch that first.
And maybe you can answer my question from last week in that.
What was your question? I had all week to prepare a question that I forgot.
Yeah, why were there like shows and ads and stuff for boys' toys, but not really for girls' toys?
There was. I just didn't show you any of them.
Oh. What do you mean?
I mean, there was like Jim and Care Bears and all kinds of stuff.
Jim was toys?
Yeah, they had toys. And then there was Barbie and the Rockers.
Well, Barbie was later. And those were Oscar-worthy movies.
There's plenty of shows for girls. Maybe I just didn't expose you to enough of them.
Okay.
My interest level.
Or maybe Mom didn't expose us to enough of them.
Strawberry Shortcake.
Oh, okay. Now you got me.
Holly Hobby.
Oh, fun fact. Do you know how Strawberry Shortcake started?
Wow. The audience knows.
Strawberry Shortcake started as a greeting card, if I read their Instagram timeline post.
Well, that makes sense. I think I remember that.
Yeah. Anyways, off topic.
Yeah, so before we get into our episode, we're going to start off with our Geeky Weeks.
Geeky Weeks.
Nice. We've got a theme song now.
That's
Thanks, Danny.
our jingle.
You're welcome.
We've got a segment jingle now. Took us 70 episodes to come up with a name for it. Now we've got a jingle. So let's start off with the big one, Amber. Something geeky that we both did.
Oh, yeah. We went to our local arcade, played some games, but mostly we went because there was a band that came and did some live rock music, and that band was called A Sound of Thunder.
Yes, great metal band. So combining all my interests, metal music, arcades, and they have comic books that they offer along with their albums and CDs and stuff. So really neat show.
Yeah.
Really neat that it happened to be in our local arcade. And I had a great time there.
It was really cool. I played a lot of pinball. I guess usually we go on their pinball tournament nights. So pinball's usually not open for the everyday person, but I was happy to play some pinball.
Yeah.
And get screwed a lot.
That's something that you can't, it's not like a portable thing.
Right.
You can play games on your phone and stuff, but you can't.
Well, if you have a Microsoft computer, you can load up that old pinball game.
Windows 95 pinball, space pinball. That was great. So I'll finish off also my Geeky Week by proudly announcing that I finished the game Shadow of the Colossus.
Nice.
So I beat all 16 Colossus. I will admit that as much as I didn't want to, I did have to watch a quick little video on the 16th one. Just because there was a part that you had to do that was not otherwise obvious, I guess. So as soon as I saw the video, I was like, what? That's nothing we had to do before. So, but once you do that, then it was like game over. So
nice.
So yeah, check that one off the list. Had a nice ending to it, or kind of a weird ending to it, but it was nice.
Satisfying enough.
See the completion. But yeah, that's about it for me. What about you, Amber? Anything else?
Yeah, I started playing not a new game, but loaded up a old game that we all used to love, Fallout Shelter.
Again,
What do you mean again?
is, what number time is this for you reloading it?
I
This
don't
just the
know.
second time or
How
third
many
time?
incest babies do you have?
None. They don't let you do that.
What?
What?
But I did rename some of
Not
them.
anymore.
They
I
they fixed it?
I did rename my main baby makers Daddy and Mommy because it took me too long to go through and like figure out who they all were. So I'm just like, all right,
Mm.
this is the dad and this is the mom, and they're just gonna make babies on repeat.
I used to keep a family tree so that my great uncles weren't having babies with their young little girls.
Yeah, I used to try to name the boy children the last name of their mom and the girl children the last name of their dad, but that just got way too confusing, and ended up being worse. So now I just have the same few people making all the babies.
Oh,
Yeah,
100
I
baby
just named
challenge.
everybody Bubba and Skeeter and Cletus.
I don't care about the other names, but I loaded up one from I don't know when I played this one, but it was like kind of developed, and so I just like continued on that one. Um, have been doing some quests and doing some tasks, and there's like a Halloween um, quest thing that you can do to unlock some like ghost costumes. So it's pretty cool.
Is this on Steam?
It is on Steam. I'm playing on my phone though.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. What about you, Danny?
Well, I've been busy with some school, but I'm still playing Call of Duty Zombies. That's been pretty fun. I sit in a corner and shoot my gun, and they usually die. So,
Nice.
getting better.
Dumb zombies.
Yep. That's about it for me.
Speaking of zombies, so big news recently for the Nintendo Switch was their release of a like 10-year-old game.
The fruit game?
No, Red Dead Redemption,
Oh, the first one
and
or the second one?
the original one.
Oh.
Like that was big news. Like woohoo, we can finally play a 3D game on the Nintendo Switch. But um, I don't know if it was just coincidental or perfect timing, but they released the zombie add-on for it also.
Oh, cool.
So that was the original DLC for Red Dead 1.
Speaking of zombies, or should I say walkers, right now there's a pretty good Steam sale with, I don't know, they're doing some Halloween type games, or at least Epic is, and all the same games are on sale on Steam also. Um, but the complete Walking Dead Telltale series with every season is available for just like $15, which is pretty
Wow.
crazy because all the games are like $15 each. So pretty cool. I picked that up because I've played the first one, and that's about it. So I hope I can play the rest of them if I have the emotional stability for it. First one broke my heart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were good. Cool. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Nope.
All right. Let's get right into our episode of Transformers Issue 1. Just came out. This is October as of the time of our recording here. And I picked it up at the local comic store. And we are going to talk about it today. So, first impressions. Who wants to talk about first impressions?
Soundwave.
Soundwave wants to talk.
Soundwave was
Or
in it. Makes
you're
Amber
happy.
happy.
Of course, Soundwave's going to be in it.
Soundwave's pets were in it. Makes Amber happy.
Love them. Yeah, I guess the cool ones.
The two that are included in the magic card.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When you bought them in real life back in the day, the Gen 1 toys, I think Ravage came with Rumble.
Ah.
And Rumble was important in the cartoons, but he wasn't all that cool because he wasn't an animal. He was just a small dude
Oh,
that punched the floor and made
well,
earthquake.
that's not fun.
But yeah, Laserbeak came with a different one. I forget what Laserbeak came with, but Laserbeak and Ravage were definitely the favorites because they were animules.
Nice.
But yeah, so that made you happy seeing
That
sound.
made me
Sound Wave in
happy.
there?
Yeah.
Cool.
And he had special blue text, which also made me happy.
Yeah, so,
So you know when he's talking like this?
yeah, monotonic robot voice is probably what the director's notes say. But yeah,
So
what
is he the
other?
only one that talks like a robot? I know, I guess Bumblebee talks like a radio.
Yeah, not in the cartoons.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the rest were all voice actors that you would have heard on other cartoons of the time, like Scooby Doo and
Okay.
stuff.
Nice. Scooby-Doo as Megatron.
Yeah, but this is spurring out of the Energon Universe, which we talked about, Void Rivals, and in Void Rivals we had the little reveal at the end of Jetfire
Oh!
being awoken,
I forgot Jetfire.
and he flies off just as soon as he's awoken, and apparently it seems like he flies to Earth
Guess so.
because he's the one that's awake, and he's the one that awakens all the rest of them. So let's talk about the characters first. We got 4 humans. Can you name them all?
Spike.
Sparky is his dad.
Sparky is probably a nickname, I'm hoping, but with a name like Spike, who knows? His dad's name may be Sparky. So we got Sparky, who's going through obviously some kind of inner turmoil. Looks like he may have been a Vietnam vet, may have lost somebody that he loved, either in the war or after the war. We haven't figured that out yet. And he's coping with it through drinking his sorrows away, I guess, at the local bar.
Guess so.
So who else we got?
Carly.
Carly. So Carly seems to be Spike's friend.
She's got a cool van.
Yeah, she's got a real cool van. And then we got Davy Rip.
Oh,
That's in my
spoiler.
notes. That's in my notes. Davy Rip. Davy is Sparky's
Co-worker.
Sparky's co-worker, friend / co-worker. But yeah, we don't want to get too far into spoiler country.
Man, he gets a special red splat.
He gets squished like a bug. But yeah, so we got Spike and Carly going up into the mountains to see something with their telescope, and the Spike, I guess, is applied to some colleges or something.
Yeah, he wants to be an astronaut.
He's too afraid to tell his dad that he wants to go to college to be an astronaut. And Carly is obviously very talented as an artist, but is scraping up some money to try to get to art school. So that's the backstory we know of the humans.
Yep. And then they meet the Transformers, though not by choice.
Yeah,
Kind of stumble into a war room.
It seems like they fell a very far distance and suffered 0 injuries.
It's comic book, what? Comic book?
It's college, but damn it.
It's comic book logic. I almost said damage. Comic book logic.
Yeah, so they some kind of earthquake happens. We know that because there's comic book writing that says rumble, rumble, rumble. They far very long distances and end up in what appears to be like an exhaust chute of a spaceship. Now, this spaceship, I don't know if you recognize it. It's crashed into a mountain.
Surely it's the famous Transformers spaceship.
Yes, the one that they traveled from Cybertron to Earth to get away from their dying planet, to get away from the war. Now, I think real lore says it was the Autobots getting away from Cybertron,
Oh.
and the Decepticons followed them.
But
But for
everyone's
some
in the
reason,
same
they're all in
place
the
here.
same spaceship.
Yeah. They just
So
packed up the war while they were traveling, I guess.
yeah, and I think we're going to find out that the robots, that there wasn't such a division before the war. That's why one of them, like Jetfire, calls Starscream a friend when they're
Mm.
clearly on different sides now. But before the war, I think all robots lived in peace and harmony. But as the energon supplies got low, then things got a little contested. Kind of like if we were to start having oil problems
Oh,
on
yeah.
Earth, it may cause some wars. Hopefully that never happens. Hopefully we just keep fighting for religious purposes.
So I've got a question about some Transformer lore.
Okay.
So at one point, is it Jetfire, who's, been MIA for a little bit, sees Optimus Prime and is like, "You're Prime now. Good job. You were just a little boy when I left." So is Prime like the
Did it
leader?
say little boy?
No, it did not say little boy. I'm paraphrasing here. Is Prime like the leader? Like, is Optimus just Optimus and they call him Optimus Prime because he's their leader?
Yeah, there's always one prime.
Oh. I thought that was just his name.
Me too.
Nope.
Okay. So what is the Prime? Do you know?
Free shipping, 1 day or less.
By a Transformer.
Have you seen the T-shirt that has a picture of Optimus Prime, but he's got the Amazon logo on his trailer?
No.
Oh,
It says Optimus Prime.
that's funny.
Yeah, and yeah. Prime is just like the leader
president?
of the Autobots in this case.
Okay.
So there's
I've got-
been some other ones. That
I've-
one name that sticks out is Rodimus Prime.
Okay.
I forget if he was before or after, but
I've got another question.
okay.
So somewhere it says that I think it was Starscream who said, "We've been looking at this planet and have found other forms that you guys can take while we look for, resources." And then Optimus Prime wakes up. He's like, "Is there a trailer around here? Got to turn into a truck real quick." So, do they know how to turn into cars? Or do they find out how to turn into cars after they get to Earth?
So I had to read that a couple times
Okay.
because I thought he was calling somebody trailer,
Oh,
but it was the sentence was, "This form that I've taken should have a," and then the next speech bubble was trailer.
okay.
So I think the computer that's built into their spaceship is the one that designs what they can transform into.
Okay.
So
Okay.
based on their locality, it figures that out. And I don't know if he saw his design up on the screen or if he just recognized from
Because
the big grill
conveniently
on his desk.
there's a truck trailer with the Autobots logo on it on their ship.
Yeah, so
Or maybe they make it. I don't know.
it's a comic. You got to read between the lines sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like a continuity thing or if there was reasoning behind it. So thank you.
Yep. But yeah, that confused me at first. I thought he was talking to his trailer and calling it trailer.
It'd be funny if his trailer was like another little friend.
It would.
That'd be
It'd
so
cute,
fun.
but that's not how it was. But yeah, so apparently Jetfire makes it to Earth, says that he's only got enough energy to create that earthquake, which rumbles the mountain away from the spaceship to wake them up. And they're all low on Energon, which is basically their energy, their life force.
Yeah.
And I guess he woke up his friend Starscream first, which is a horrible idea.
Yeah,
So
probably.
I don't know how much you know about Starscream.
Well, he's not Megatron, but it sounds like he's bad.
He's bad.
Okay.
And he's like, he always wants to be the leader.
Oh.
So he's like always wheeling and dealing and backstabbing, trying to get Megatron out of the picture. And he's real whiny. He's got the most annoying voice on the cartoons.
Nice.
So he starts blasting poor Bumblebee right in the face.
Yeah, while he's
And-
down, bro. While he's asleep.
Yeah, Jetfire's like, what are you doing? Because he doesn't understand that they've been at war, I guess.
Because he was asleep on some other planet.
So he's like, that's not cool. And then Starscream shoots him too, which isn't cool. I'm like, hey, I just woke you up, dude. Now you're shooting me. So, long story short, we got a big battle between the two. These humans are stuck in here, and they're trying to figure out who's good, who's bad, but they help out Optimus Prime at some point. And Optimus Prime is trying to create a diversion so that Trailer, but Ratchet can load up all of their fallen heroes or fallen brethren into the trailer so they can get them out of there.
Yeah.
So let's back up real quick to one of the first pictures that you see all the Autobots still awake, or all the robots still asleep when the humans first stumble upon them, and it's just a big graveyard of robots. So they stumble upon all these robots, and they're all strewn out all over the place. And some of them are easy to pick out. Whoa, there's one more I didn't see before.
Oh, are you quizzing us?
I was trying to pick them all out because some of them obviously get loaded up in the back of the trailer. But all the Decepticons, I think they're pretty much all awake and they all, show themselves. But we got some fallen Autobots that don't have any speaking parts in issue 1 because they're too hurt.
That's sad.
So Bumblebee, obviously one of them.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a good time in this episode, or this issue either.
Sad.
Nope.
But next to him,
the red one?
The red one.
Is that the fire truck?
No, that's Cliff Jumper.
Okay.
So in the toys, he was almost the same exact size and shape and transformability as Bumblebee.
Okay.
So he's just basically like a red version of him, but turns into a different type of car. And then just in front of him with the orange chest, which I think Optimus Prime is trying to help later in the issue.
Yeah.
He's carrying him around. That's Wheeljack.
Wheeljack.
And what I didn't notice is I believe it's Jazz, the one that's got the front end of the car that sticks out of his chest.
The gray one right in the middle?
Yeah, right in the middle. And his front doors are always like wings behind him.
Oh.
So I didn't see that before. So those are all like the heavy hitters for Gen 1 toys and cartoons.
Okay.
So it's good to see that they're all there.
Who's the other gray one? On the left. Grayish purple.
I think that may be Skywarp. Maybe one of the Decepticons.
Oh, okay.
Like a jet.
And then the blue one, that's Soundwave asleep.
Yep.
Okay.
So we also have Ratchet, who is awake, and Ratchet's important. It's important that he's awake because he's their
the
medic.
ambulance.
Yeah. So he's their medic in the cartoons. So we got a pretty good lineup of Autobots, and then pretty good lineup of Decepticons, but you beg to wonder where
is
Megatron is.
Don't say his name. You're gonna make Starscream angry.
But yeah, so we have a little fight, then we've got a little chase. The Autobots get away because the Decepticons don't have enough energy to follow them. And that's pretty much how it's left. The Autobots get a hiding place in a quarry. The Laserbeak is sent off to find energy and finds it at a power plant. Unfortunately, happens to be the power plant that I think that Sparky and Davy work at.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just getting done with their shift. And Starscream grabs a hold of Davy and
Squish.
Wish.
We get a little automatopoeia in this issue.
A lot. It's cool.
So this is just like we've talked about in other issue ones. You got to tell a little bit of backstory, but not all of it.
Yeah.
You got to set the stage a little bit for the conflict, and then you got to leave the reader wanting more. So we got to see who's in that trailer. I kind of think we know who's in that trailer. We got to see if they get healed up, and then
They've
find out what
gotta.
happens. So what did you think, Danny? This comic?
I liked it. I never really I never watched any Transformers like TV shows, and I didn't even watch like the live action movies. So or read anything, so it was nice to dip my toe into some Transformers.
Make sure you ask their permission first.
Mhm. I really like the color scheme. It's very like primary, like red, yellow, blue.
It also
Yeah.
looks kind of retro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it's taking place kind of olden time, but it also like looks very retro also.
Now, what's interesting is this is both written and drawn by the same guy, Daniel Warren Johnson.
Oh,
So he's the author and the artist.
He's very talented.
yeah.
Did you read his?
I did this time.
His
This
little
time
note?
I did
Yeah.
read the author's note. Yeah.
So yeah, pretty good story. He's a lifelong fan of the Transformers and loved the fact that you could get a comic book, and he used it to practice drawing because he loved the cartoons, but the cartoons don't stop moving. Comic books did. So it's good that someone with a lifelong passion for a series is given the chance to create one.
Yeah.
And so far it's holding fairly true to what limited lore I remember.
Uh-huh. But surely there's going to be some changes just so people like you who have loved Transformers forever don't get bored or don't, just see the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't start with the war on Cybertron and the escape and all that stuff. Just starts right where you need to.
Yeah.
Wake them up, have a fight.
Have some kids that Optimus Prime needs to save.
Yeah. Or kids that save Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm happy that Soundwave had some time to shine and his pets. And I don't know. Why is he bad? Is he just corrupted by the bad folk? Because
I
he
guess.
doesn't turn into like a fighter jet like the other ones do, right?
He turns into a boombox or a cassette
Right.
player.
Is he just their like little drummer boy for the war?
He's their communications expert.
Ah.
So if he needed to like send a message into outer space, to communicate with a satellite dish type stuff, he was the one that would be doing that stuff.
Oh.
Hmm.
Cool. Send Laserbeak on up.
Yep. But yeah, it's funny when they'd fly off, you'd have Starscream and Skywarp, transform into a jet and fly away, and you'd have in the old cartoons the Megatron transform into a gun, and like someone would have to hold him and fly off with him, and then the cassette player would end up in somebody's shirt pocket or something.
That's funny.
Do they have any movies coming out?
I think one just came out.
Oh.
They've been coming out with movies left and right past 15 years.
Yeah. I remember they had Burger King toys.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
It's nice that Burger King gets a cool toy every now and then. McDonald's lets them have some IP every now and then.
I mean, Burger King had Pokemon cards before McDonald's did.
True.
But we did also watch that cute little show on Netflix a little bit. What was that called?
Was it BotBots?
Something like that.
Did I
I
watch
was
this?
searching Netflix for something to scratch that Transformers itch, and all we were finding was Y7 shows.
Yeah.
Y7. So I kept on scrolling, and found one that was
Why?
even lower than Y7. It was just Y. But it was an interesting concept. A shopping mall gets like radiated with something, and it makes all the things inside that shopping mall transform into robots. So you had
Yeah.
French fries, and you had stuff from the food court, you had stuff from the sporting goods store. Very childish, but cute.
It was cute. It was cute.
Well, cool. Anything else before we call this one an episode?
Autobots roll out.
Nice.
We're supposed to save that for the end.
Oh.
I can't wait for the spin-off series trailer about trailer.
Trailer, the solo missions.
Yeah. Everything from trailer's POV.
He's stuck in one place though.
Oh man, Optimus just dropped me off again. I guess I'm here forever until Optimus comes back to get me.
The toy had Optimus Prime, the tractor, and then it had the trailer. But inside the trailer was like a foot sled thing that Optimus could stand on it, so he could like slide around the earth.
Oh,
like he's
cool.
got wheels and legs, but he needed this foot sled thing for some reason.
He just wants to surf or snowboard sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. All right, well, if there's nothing else, we're going to close out this episode. We thank you as always for listening. Go ahead and check out our socials, see what's happening there. Keep in touch. Let us know what your favorite Transformer is. I know what Amber's is.
What?
You know mine?
What is Danny's? It's got to be Bumblebee.
Because it's yayo.
It's yellow and cute. And it's a punch buggy, originally.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And I'm sticking with Soundwave. Always been my favorite.
Nice.
Soundwave.
Thank you, Chris.
Man, special guest in the house. Soundwave himself. Rocking the mic.
Don't steal our Enertron. Energon. What's it called?
Energon.
Oh, that's so weird.
Energon.
Energon cubes is how they would transport it.
Can we talk about, just real quick, how Starscream's like, all right, one of you, go get power. No, I don't want to. I'm hurt. You've got the most power right now. Dang it, I have to do my own dirty work.
I will do this for my fallen friends. Yep. Yeah, I'll have to show you some Gen 1 cartoons just so you can get a flavor for Starscream. He's definitely the enemy that everybody loves to hate.
Sounds
you
like
start
it.
You start rooting for Megatron. You're like, come on, just blast him. Just shoot him. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Alrighty.
Thank you as always for watching. And until next time, peace out. And roll out.
Wow.
Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.